me?
I understand where you're coming from, but...
Thank you. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Who wants to bring up the very first question?
Me.
All right, Alexis.
Okay, so me and Sierra did the math yesterday, and you have over, like, was it 80,000 hours of school in your, like, and that's not counting any higher education, that's just counting from elementary school to high school. So are we supposed to be masters of school because we've got 10,000 hours, plenty of hours of school? But half of us graduate and a lot of us don't do something with their lives, a lot of us will. Like, you know, like how does that apply to the 10,000 hour rule?
I actually have thought about that in the last few months. Since we are graduating soon, we are going to be getting ourselves out there in the world. And you're right, that 80,000 hours does take up a lot of times in our lives, and a lot of times people don't apply themselves when they get out into the real world. So I've thought about it. We spend a lot of time in school, so we learn how to master being in school. So we learn how to master getting around the teachers and, you know, trying to get on their good side and stuff. And so I think that 80,000 hours goes towards, you know, just being in school, just actually doing good in school rather than, you know, necessarily like applying yourself outside of school.
The students who don't apply themselves in school also don't apply themselves in life, so they don't have the 80,000 hours.
And just because I believe you're supposed to be an inside the group person, what is your point?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I did some quick calculations, and I didn't come up with that 80,000.
Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay.
Everybody's here to engage in this like conversation.
I kind of, it's not necessarily that we're masters of the subjects we get taught in school, because we're taught many subjects. If we were taught one subject for the 12 years of school, I'm sure we'd be masters by now. But I feel like we're more masters of like academic things like note taking and managing time and things like that, kind of to get us ready for the real world. Than like college is to advance one subject to get more hours.
Right. And I see where you're coming from. But, like if you look at school as a concept, you know, we come to school every day, we sit down in the classroom, we take notes, we're supposed to follow these set of rules. And you can see these people, like to this day, like in their junior, senior year of high school that don't follow these rules, that, you know, will still get suspended, will still not do their work, will still, you know, wear their hoods in the hall. They've had plenty of time to fix this, and they've had plenty of time, you would think, to master this. I'm sure they've had 10,000 hours of going to school and knowing all the rules that comes along with it. You would think that they would be able to master that.
Is that because they're incompetent, or is that because they don't want to?
I don't know.
I think it's because they don't really want to.
So maybe they don't have 10,000 hours of practice because they're.
Or maybe they have 10,000
I feel like-
hours of practicing not following the rules.
I feel like they have 10,000 hours of school, but it isn't like one of the points he makes in the book that like innate ability kind of contributes to the beginning of it. And if they don't have that drive at the beginning, they're not gonna, even though they have to practice and practice and practice, they're not gonna do good at it.
You also have to have a want for it. Like nobody wants to do it and not what you're forced to go to school.
Yeah, but also, forgot our little phrase there.
It should be 8,000.
You can finish your point. Okay.
So, I don't want to go to work, but I have to go to work. I don't want to go to school, but I have to go to school. I go to school, I go to work. So, even though I don't want to, I still do it. So what you were saying about like not wanting to, you still do stuff that you don't want to do.
Right, but my point is that they're not doing it because they don't want to. So like, they know not to wear their hoods, but you respect the rules and they don't, so.
I would like to conclude this topic. There's a quote in here that says we had to play for 8 hours, and well, the full quote says in Hamburg we had to play for 8 hours. So whether that's being forced to or just wanting to play, you just had to do it for 8 hours.
Right. Okay, guys. So we have to move on, even though I really love this topic.